So we're live?
When you
Not
can see
quite
the
yet.
tables.
Well, it's hard when you have three monitors going. Oh, I see myself now. Welcome, everybody,
Okay.
to the finals of the USBC Bridge Championships. We have a reasonably close match so far between Nickel and Spectre, two enormously successful teams, although personnel have changed. And we hope you enjoy our commentary. I'm here with Bruce Rogoff, who sports
Hi.
a wonderful beard these days.
It's been a few years. Too
Hey,
lazy to shave.
well, it's pandemic. And we
Okay,
have
well,
Al
here,
Hollander to support us with explaining what bids mean.
okay. Well, Al's beard is also lovely for those who can't see it. Anyway, here we are, the first board of the fourth segment of 8.
A natural one club.
We have a
Let's see if I
one
can
heart
read this.
overcall, which we didn't get in the left room. And so far, Al, what do we know about Jeff Hampson's 2 heart bid?
It shows 14 to 15 with a singleton heart.
All right, well, that's a nice gadget to have for this hand because that's exactly what he's got. So that might get them a little bit high on this board. Actually, they can make no, they won't be too high because if they get to a club game, the clubs break 2-2. They even have a diamond pitch on a long spade.
And the
They
Queen
could actually make
Diamonds
a
is
club
on
slam on
side.
this thing.
Yeah, pretty amazing. And look at what happened in the other room to that one heart overcall. Would any of you have overcalled a heart? What do we know?
Well, not vulnerable. It's, when you have a suit you want to bid, get it in quick. That's plus Weinstein was a passed hand, it appears. So he had that option. And it's kind of made life a little difficult for the opponents. Now it turns out they're going to play 3-no trump, it would appear. And because clubs break very
Clubs-
favorably, they're going to make 3-no trump.
Clubs break, Jack 10 of spades or doubleton. Yep,
They'll make about 4-no trump.
10 tricks.
But you can't blame Weinstein and Levin for the attempt to get in the opponent's way.
It often works very well.
But this time it's going to end up being 430, or should be, for Bathurst.
So
Now,
Al, what do we know about the auction in the green room, the left room?
Okay, so we already explained 2 hearts is showing 14, 15 singleton heart. 2-no says bid your longer minor. 3 clubs says equal or longer clubs.
who's barking?
It's not my dog, she's outside.
Oh, wait a minute.
She's
I have
lying
3
here.
dogs. It's one of them.
One of yours.
Yes.
Kevin just breathed a
So-
sigh of relief when club split 2-2.
Well, we'll see if he unblocks the spades first.
Talking
So they
about
could
whether or not to
overtrade.
overcall 1 heart, does it matter when 1 club opener, your doubleton, is natural versus 1 diamond, which has ambiguous minor suit length? Is there more of a risk with one versus the other?
Well, there's
Um,
less risk over ambiguous, I would think, but
Well,
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what I would have thought too, but exactly the opposite happened here. It
right.
was a 1
And
heart overcalled natural club.
in the blue room, Bathurst did not unblock his spades first, so he's going to hold himself to 9 tricks. but I'm sure he's happy to take 9 tricks.
I'm sure he is.
And as expected, Hampson and Greco have landed in 5 clubs where it turns out they're going to make an over trick. So that's should be an imp to the nickel team. There's really very little that anybody could possibly do to prevent Declarer from taking 12 tricks, including Declarer. With both diamonds on side, it's not going to make a difference.
Okay, let's see what they're going to do on this hand. A balanced, Bobby Levin has a very, very balanced 15. Opposite which his partner has a very nice 10 count with good hearts. And
well, I would expect that Weinstein is going to transfer, and there'd be no reason to mention his 9/4 of clubs. So he'll just offer a choice of games. And Levin with 4 triple 3 may well just decide to play the no trump game, even though he has a 3-card heart fit, which is pretty common, especially when he's got stoppers in the other suits.
Steve's
And,
2
no roughing
diamonds
value.
doesn't always deliver hearts.
well, now it
It's assumed.
has. So Bobby, is he going to pass? I mean, they often lead a spade on this auction, and he's not very worried about spades. And he is 4 triple 3, so he has passed. They may have another way to show a more unbalanced 2-heart transfer. Some people do. And this auction is specifically not unbalanced.
Okay, well, in fact, they did lead a spade, which will not upset Declarer at all.
Not in the least.
Steve did not have different ways to show 5 hearts choice of game, because diamonds also
That one's my dog.
4 major.
Well, the card play on this board is not going to be particularly exciting. Declarer will take, he'll start by taking 2 spades and 5 heart tricks, and then he could safely play a diamond to the queen, because he's got enough club spots to prevent the opponents from taking 4 clubs, no matter how they lie. So once hearts are 3-2, his contract is virtually guaranteed.
Good point. His club spots can stand up to
He could
the
pitch a diamond and a spade on the run of the hearts, and then just simply play a diamond to the king queen, and not caring really who wins it. Back on the left room, Greco doesn't know that everything's lying so deliciously. So what could he be thinking about here? He's got to figure, okay, well, this lead suggests that, you know, should he come to his hand and take a spade finesse, but that's not going to help him particularly. He's still going to need to guess the diamonds if the clubs don't break. But maybe he's wondering about eliminating the majors in some way.
By the way, Levin played a diamond to trick 2, which is often a wise decision because they don't know to grab it and lead a club yet. Over on the right-hand screen.
Right.
I think he's thinking about the layout. Is it Eric playing this? He's a little slower.
No, Jeff is
That's
playing
fine.
the
Well,
hand.
he has definitely slowed down while I've been watching. He's gotten a lot more careful.
Well, you know, as we all get older, we get a little more cautious, right?
I never saw Jeff.
Although
Yeah.
certainly Jeff is still considered a young superstar.
He would disagree with that. He's not so young anymore.
Yeah, well, you know, coming from me, he'll appreciate hearing that. So Bobby's not messing around. He's just going to take Once he saw that the hearts were breaking, he's just going to cash his tricks and see what else he could manage. He'll probably pitch a spade on the last heart. Okay, well, Hampson finally played the queen of spades, which is an interesting play. I'm not sure what his plan is here.
His plan is to apparently lose a trick to the 10. If I'm seeing this correctly.
Yeah, maybe they play Roussenau leads.
Right.
Do we know that?
So he led the 10 from the 9 or shortness.
No, I mean, he led the jack.
He led
Which
the
person,
Does
which pair am I
Craniac
looking at?
do east-west in the left room play Roussenau leads?
All right.
Wow,
Down 1.
that was not what I was expecting to see.
Well, he didn't know that things were behaving well.
Yeah, but
They use standard honor leads.
so I don't understand why Hampson
Maybe he
chose
missed
to not trust the jack as a natural lead.
Hmm.
That's interesting,
I would say.
but that was incredibly unlucky to go down in that way with clubs breaking 2-2. Well, that'll be, excuse me a moment. You gotta stop.
I guess he looked deeper into the hand than we're looking. Yeah, I don't understand the play, the 9 of spades. I mean, he's missing the 8. Hey, did he think it was Jack 8 doubleton?
Well, it just, it could have been Jack 10 third, fourth. I mean, I don't understand why he would play Craniac to have led, a short jack of spades, like Jack 7 or Jack 8 or whatever. I'm really kind of stumped.
I'm stumped as well. I mean, because then what happened is 9 lost to the 10, a diamond went to the ace, and
They got a rough. That was the ultimate indignity.
Ultimate indignity. And Jeff usually, reads this type of hand so beautifully. So I have no idea. Maybe tablets don't work as well for his brilliant reads.
Well, meanwhile, Demuy and Craniac pretty much duplicated the auction of Levin and Weinstein on board 2. So they're also going to play 3-note trump. I see. I have to move this to see the auction.
Right.
In the right
blue
hand
room,
room.
they've
this is
arrived on that exciting 2-spade contract.
Yeah, this is a quiet 2-spade partial.
Oh, they're off a lot of tricks.
Well, they're going to lose
3
potentially
spades, a diamond,
3 spade tricks, a heart trick,
and possibly.
and most likely a club trick, unless he guesses to pin the 10 of clubs with the jack at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be the key decision. Now, Levin is going to show up with ace jack of spades and the ace of hearts. I guess either player could have the queen of clubs. So it's going to be interesting to see how Bathurst decides to play this.
Yeah.
Now, Levin is going to hold up the ace of hearts, but even if he took it, Bathurst only has one pitch from each hand, so you would still have to guess the club situation.
Well, there's also a pitch coming from dummy on the diamond.
Well, there's also a
That's one
potential
hit for
end
each
play
hand,
coming in the
so.
trump suit.
Meanwhile, in the other room, a diamond lead gives declare no trouble in 3-0, because now he has 5 hearts and 2 diamonds and 2 spades. And he may, so that doesn't look all that interesting. So let's see how he can go down or make in 2 spades on the right in the blue room. Okay, we're tackling trump. A good plan.
Well, it's possible he could have. It's possible he could have eliminated the red suits and thrown Levin in with the ace of spades to lead away from the queen of clubs. But that
has not
he didn't know.
happened.
He didn't know that was available. It's only because Levin happened to have only 3 hearts in his hand.
Right.
So now he's just going to have to guess the clubs on his own. And he's only going to have one opportunity to do so.
Right. His entries are very limited.
Well, he's now only got 1 entry to his hand, and he's going to just hope that the queen of clubs drops, which, not knowing the distribution of the other suits, is the percentage play.
And it's not unreasonable, all these high cards have shown up in Levin's hand. And if he has any kind of count, he knows that right-hand opponent has the doubleton. So he may have the queen of clubs just because if Levin had it, he might have been.
Well, I don't think enough. I don't think he had enough information to know what the count might be.
Right, but he knew that Levin had a 10 count already in high cards.
Well, that much he knew, yes.
So
I would expect this auction to be more or less duplicated in the other room, except they'll open a diamond instead of a club. Although in this room, Demouy opened the diamond.
well, of course. It's a fine 12 count.
Well, Levin actually, sort of against modern convention, didn't open a 12 count.
He did not.
But red against white, they believe more than most of the top-notch pairs these days to not open very light.
Levin
And
was
this
a
hand
big
has nothing
fan of
really to.
Al Roth's, and Al Roth would never have opened that hand. Never.
I think you could add the queen of diamonds to that hand and he still might not open it.
I think he needed the ace jack of clubs to be in the diamonds, not in the clubs. I mean, the short jack's not worth much.
Yeah, the jacks are not very well supported by a queen or a 10 or even a 9. But anyway, it's definitely going to change the auction some.
Right. So now
We have a
that wonderful
takeout double by
diamond,
Hampson.
take out double, partner bit a heart, it went a spade, and now he felt
Support double
obligated to
from
show his
Demouy.
support for hearts. And that might buy it. Well, look at that. North hasn't bid 2 spades. Maybe
Well,
he,
Greco might double because he's got a 9 count of his own with a doubleton heart. So he might double here for takeout.
it's pretty quacky. Oh, if it's for takeout, yeah. Partner.
Well, no, not for penalty.
Right, partner.
Just
made
to
a
say
10
he's
double
got
of
some
diamond.
values. I mean, he didn't really, he could have bid 1 spade on a 5 count before.
Right.
Okay, in the right-hand room, we have a
Made a much
14 to
more sensible
16
bid.
no
He just
trump
did 2
preferred.
spades. I like it. I don't like double with that, with such a soft hand, because there's the danger of partner passing it with 4 hearts.
Well, Kraniak
Took the push.
disobeying the law of total tricks. When partner said he only had a 3-card support, he's willing to bid to the 3 level.
He's not disobeying the law. The opponents were at the 2 level in a presumed 8-card fit. So you can bid to the 3 level with your 8, because one or the other of you is making it the 2 level. You're both making it, well, anyway.
Well, he is vulnerable, but we'll see how it goes.
I think of him as a junior and therefore invulnerable.
So as we already know, the only way 2 spades would make is with a very inspired guess in the club suit. Meanwhile,
How is 3 hearts going to do?
3 hearts is off 2 diamond tricks and 2 club tricks and 1 heart trick for sure. So, well, I guess in theory, since 2 spades could be made,
Well, they
you could
didn't
say that
catch
the law of
second
total
club.
tricks works here.
You could take a quick spade hook to get rid of your club loser now and make 3 hearts. They switch to the king of diamonds. Yeah, he's going to do that. Right now the hook. Now you get rid of your club loser.
Mm.
Nice.
See, now Jeff, we don't know if he was still feeling a little perturbed about the play and board on the first board. But now, assuming they're able to make 3 hearts now, he may even be a little more annoyed. He should exit with a diamond just to start setting the 4th round of diamonds up.
Right, I think Kraniak will play a diamond now.
Yeah.
Of course, he could rough a club to his hand to start trumps, but seems better to get the diamonds set up. Opponents really can't do much to you.
So I guess in the blue room, Al, 2 spades was just invitation, a mild invitation with 5 spades.
Right.
Yeah, that's typically how people treat a mild invitation in one of the majors, or in spades.
Although
particularly.
in the explanation, he didn't use the term mild. It just says invite.
Gotcha. But as we're looking at his 5 count, even though he is 5-5, it's a mild invitation. Now Bathurst got to pitch his heart loser.
Amazing.
So now with everything breaking and the clubs breaking, he's only going to lose 1 more trick to take 10 tricks in spades.
Wow. See, he had his invitation.
Now the question here in the left room is, does Kraniak have? He still needs to give up a diamond trick. Can Kraniak be tapped out in some way, shape, or form?
Well, if he gives
Let's
up.
say he exits a diamond now,
Mhm.
and the opponents play another club. He has to roughen his hand, obviously. And now he plays a trump, I guess because he has the 8 of hearts, maybe that's good enough, because he could unblock the trumps from his hand. He could just keep roughing in his hand and finish up in dummy,
Right.
where dummy's trumps and the last diamond will be good. So he should be able to make 9 trips now in hearts.
Meanwhile, Bathurst has opened a week 2 heart bid with wonderful spots, even though it's a jack high suit.
Well, this is a marked departure from what we would have been taught as, it looks like a week 2 bid,
Right.
particularly vulnerable. We want to have most of our stuff in our suit. It would be kind of unusual to have a side ace and a queen, but
Vulnerable and second seat.
yeah, second seat, red on white, no problem. Just get in there.
Unbelievable, but that's the modern style.
And he's caught his partner with
Edgar King would say.
And look what his partner has. My goodness.
Yeah, they both have a stiff diamond.
Yes, so that's going to, but the clubs are 3-3, so I might actually make 4 hearts.
Now, I wonder if East double says anything about spades. Probably not.
You don't think
It's just double showing values.
responsive? It's just values?
Values. No alert, but
They're actually going to be lucky that one of the diamonds is cashing. Yeah, but Levin bid 5 diamonds and Hurd made a what's going to be a very good double, because they could take 3 clubs and the ace of spades. So this is going to work out very nicely for north-south in the right hand room.
Yes, it is. Amazing. Meanwhile, Kraniak made his 3 hearts as predicted. And now they're on the hand where they stopped in 2 spades. Oh, look at that. We got a 1 no trump opener showing 14.
Probably 14 to 16.
And
We may have the same auction at this table.
I think he's just going to transfer to spades and be done with it.
Because Kraniak did not get into the auction with his 5-4 in the red suits and a 10 count.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, it looks like you're right. It's going to be the same auction.
we'll see if he chooses to bid 2 hearts over 2 diamonds, but I doubt it. He didn't want to get involved in the first place, so there's no reason to bid now. We'll see if the description of Greco's bid is mild invite or just invite.
invite 5+ spades.
Okay.
But at least this one though is alerted as good 13 to 16 as opposed to 14 to 16.
Good
Okay.
13. Okay.
I still have a feeling Hampson will not upgrade. Oh, he already passed. Sorry. So that auction is over.
Meanwhile, John Hurd cashed 2 clubs and shifted to his king of hearts, but his partner's queen of clubs isn't going anywhere.
No, this is just going to be very fast down
Especially
2, and it'll
Partner
be on
has
to the
the
next
ace of
hand.
spades, so he can win the second spade and cash his club.
Well, he better take this one.
Yeah, well, his partner gave him count, so he knows to take it.
So in the left-hand table, Demuy avoided losing the heart trick by leading a heart at trick 1.
Very clever. I like it.
So that solved that issue. But still it's gonna be, well, now they have a little bit of a tap going potentially.
Right, because,
So now he may not even make this. Oh, two spades. Well, actually, to make two spades, he could actually pitch a club here
right,
and then just hope to lose two hearts, two clubs, and a diamond. So in two spades, I would say pitching a club is the right move because he doesn't want to get tapped out in case Trump's well, even if Trump's did break well, he could get tapped out if he
could
decides
get
to rough
tapped
it.
out, but he could also be losing 3 club tricks if they're all offside, but that seems unlikely
Right,
compared
so
to.
that's against the odds. I think he's doing the right thing by pitching a club.
Okay,
But it's easier for us to
isn't it easier?
do
when
it,
you
watch seeing all the hands.
Yeah.
What
But
about a diamond
well,
pitch?
Greco did rough it. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt him. Well, as expected, the defense continued hearts.
Right, so, but
So Hampton is just, I'm sorry, Greco is just really playing for spades to be 3-2. But we'll see what develops. He's going to get
it's gonna get a diamond, so.
a nasty surprise. Now, if he wins, see if he cashes 2 rounds of trumps to get the bad news, it's going to be too late for him to run clubs through the West hand, because West can rough, Hampson can over rough, but he doesn't have a way back to his hand necessarily to cash, to draw the last trump. He would have to play a diamond towards the queen. But when he does that, Cranyak can win the ace and play the 5th round of hearts or 4th round of hearts.
So who's providing the echo, Al? I was hearing
I don't
Bruce.
hear one. I don't know.
That's just wondering. Well, if Trump's coming back. Now we have to set up the diamond, and he can't play more trumps. So North-South can get his diamond trick. And
Well,
3
I think
clubs.
at this point they're going to have a tough time preventing Demouy from getting another trump trick.
Yeah, but if Greco can score 1 diamond and 3 spades, he's home.
Well, East-West already have 3 tricks. They're going to get the ace of diamonds, which will be a 4th trick. And I think West is going to have to get another spade trick here.
Yeah, they're only in 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. They are only in 2.
They're only
I
in
was thinking they're
2,
going to make
so
3.
as long as Greco can score 3 of his 4 remaining trumps, he's going to be all right.
Right. So now all he has to do is play a diamond to set up a cross rough.
That's right.
Okay. So 2 spades been made. I was thinking about the fact that they made 4 in the other at the other room.
You know, here he's just trying to make it.
Okay, so that will settle that, and he'll claim his 8 tricks.
Right.
So
No
at the
match
other
points for
table,
that night.
Bathurst won his
still
ace of
thinking and
spades and
not
is still
playing the
thinking about
club.
what to do.
Maybe they're on a bathroom break.
Well, I think he's wondering, maybe partner only has 3 hearts. if Declare has a small heart left instead of a club, he's allowing Declare to rough his queen of clubs possibly, and then get to dummy if pitch his losing heart, let's say, on the queen of spades.
Right. So what he really needed, partner, to do on the second spade was signal his remaining heart count.
Or club count, as it were.
Right. Because Kevin does not know how many clubs or hearts his partner has.
Right. So he just doesn't know which. He knows one of them is cashing. He just doesn't know which.
Right. So now if this
board 50, two hearts was again the opening.
If the six of spades is current count in hearts, then he's okay because he knows his partner has 3 hearts left. But maybe a partner should have played the 3 of spades if they don't have that agreement, saying, cash the club, please. The heart isn't cashing. Interesting to know what their agreements.
Well,
like.
they're going to be in the same boat in the left-hand table.
Oh, they got to the same.
They're in 5 diamonds double with the same king of clubs lead. So we'll see how Hampson chooses to continue.
All right.
And Bathurst did the right thing
got it
by
right. Good for him.
cashing the queen of clubs. It should be pointed out that while the nickel team has been obviously one of the dominant teams for a couple of decades, and nickel's top 2 pairs would be on everybody's list of, top 5 or 10 in the world over the last that period of time. The Spectre team is probably the hottest team in the country right now. They've just done extremely well. They won the Soloway knockout at the Nationals in Austin. They also made it to the semifinals of the Vanderbilt. And now here they are in the finals of the team trials, and they've been dominant performances.
And they were USA 2 after
yes,
the 2021 trials.
Yes, I forgot to mention that. Yes, they were. So they're obviously, these are the 2 strongest teams in the country, and it's fitting that they should be in the final together.
It is fitting, yes.
Well, we also had a semifinal of the original top 4 seeds, so that was good form too.
Yeah, so in this case, it was Hampson who had to make the final decision on what suit to lead, and he knew a heart wasn't cashing, so this was easy for him to play the 3rd round of clubs.
It already roughed a heart, so there was nothing to do with clubs.
Okay, so I guess 2 clubs is showing majors by Weinstein over the strong no trump opening. Wow, that's some strong no trump. Is that ostensibly 14 to 16?
14,
That's a 12
16.
count.
And 2 hearts shows the minors, competitive or better.
Okay.
Is that a 14 to 16 that he's opened with his 12 count? I understand upgrading a little because of the diamonds. By the way, I agree.
It works so well with 13. Why not try it with 12?
Right.
Well, I thought the hand before they had 14.
Notice that Weinstein doesn't stop to double it with his 15 high, because when you have majors, it's usually right to get in there and say, hey, I have the majors.
It's also
this is
possible
a
that
3rd
double is
seed.
not penalties.
That's another possibility.
I believe the universal rule is that when opponents open 1-0 3rd seat with supposedly 14 to 16, it really shows 12 to 16.
I see.
12 to 15.
Okay, well, in that case, he's got a very solid 12.
Yeah.
He should
It
be
was a
very
solid 3rd seat.
He should be very
favorable.
proud of that no trump opening. Well, meanwhile, Weinstein caught Levin with a fit for both majors. The club lead is not going to do any damage, but it's not going to really help anything either for the declarer. So this is all going to come down to how he plays the heart suit, because he's going to have a diamond loser and the trump ace is unavoidable, and the ace of hearts. So who is he going to play for the jack of clubs? And we'll see what he's able to find out.
West is also in 4 spades in the other room.
Right. Well,
You mean the jack of hearts?
who they're going to play for the jack of hearts. Now he's going to find out that Bathurst has the queen of clubs, I assume, by playing low on this club trick. You'll also find out that Hurd has the ace of diamonds.
Greco has led his ace of hearts looking for a rough, so that problem has been
Oh,
solved in the closed round.
that's not going to work so well.
No, he has solved the heart issue.
Oh, because this was a natural 1 spade overcall over a 1 diamond, which
Right,
seems
so-
like a pretty sensible opening bid as opposed to opening a no trump.
Right.
And Greco's
So-
3 clubs showed clubs and diamonds, non-invite.
Right, so we know that South has the minors. Will probably play North for the jack of hearts since he has little enough for his 1 no opener.
I wonder if Hurd gave any consideration to bidding 5 diamonds. 'Cause
Yeah,
if his partner showed both minors less than invitational, he doesn't have a hell of a lot of defense, does he?
no, he doesn't.
He had the ace and 1 spade, but jack third of hearts couldn't have looked very good. Yeah, so what would have happened? What would have happened to 5 diamonds? They would lose 3 club tricks and a heart and a diamond. No, maybe, well, they would have to, they would lose 3 clubs, a heart, and a diamond, most likely.
Yeah, Bathurst's minor showing bid was at least competitive. It was in the other room where it was opposite the precision 1 diamond, the 3 clubs was non-invitational.
I see. So it could have been more than just competitive.
Yeah. Well, weren't they also past hand? Yeah, past hand.
Well, Levin is getting to the point of decision. So it looks like he's going to get this right. Well done by Bobby
Well done.
to earn a push. As we saw on the other table, the defense made it easy by leading the ace of hearts. So now on board 52, I suspect we're going to see another 1 no trump opening. It's a nice 16 count with a 5-card suit, but the queen jack doubleton of hearts is sort of a negative.
Mhm.
So he didn't upgrade it to a strong club followed by a no trump, which would have shown 17 to 19, I think. So just a
This
normal
one's
1
a
no
good
trump
13 to
opening.
16.
And I suspect we'll just see a Texas transfer to 4 hearts with 7-4 shape. Yep, he bid 4 diamonds, which is going to be a transfer to 4 hearts. And that should be where they end up playing. I can't see anybody getting into the auction at this point.
No, I can't do that.
So Hurd is probably worried that he has too much for his 16 count because we
No,
saw him open
for
12 on
Hurd,
the previous board.
for Hurd, the vol opener is 15, 17.
Oh, okay. So he's right in range and they're going to duplicate the auction. So what's going to happen to this contract? They're going to lose 1 diamond trick and a heart trick and potentially 2 spade tricks. So, no, they won't. I'm sorry. The
We're
heart,
not
the
gonna
heart
lose
is
the
on
trick. The
side.
heart is on side.
Now, declarer may choose to play ace, king of spades and a spade, see what happens.
Right,
You
because
could rough the 4th round in
Rough the fourth
dummy,
round.
and if all that lives, he will have lost a diamond and a spade, and he'll hope to just lose 1 heart trick at the end of that.
right.
So both tables, they led from their club sequence. So now we're absolutely in sync at both tables.
Wonderful. All right, so
Okay.
Hurd is elected to play hearts right away.
He's taking the heart finesse immediately.
So playing to lose no hearts and 2 spades, or 1 heart and 1 spade, because he has a
Well, he
diamond.
still has a diamond to lose.
I understand, but he's trying to hold his major suit losers to 2. And
Right. Now it's possible he could have.
hearts, he can lose 2 spades. If he loses a heart,
Now, if the heart finesse is lost and they continue to heart, now he would have to bank on the spades either being 3-3 or his left-hand opponent having honor in 1.
right, or a queen jack double.
I'm sorry. I should say West, not his left-hand opponent, because North is declaring it.
So interestingly, having won the heart finesse, he's playing a diamond. I guess to learn more about the hand, have communication. I'm not really sure what the plan is. Whereas Hampson roughed a club and is playing a diamond. And this got him the spade shift he was hoping for, to learn about the spades.
Well, the spade shift is not going to help him, as West has all of the spades sitting over the 4-card suit and dummy.
Right, but he hasn't played any trump yet, so he can rough a spade possibly. And he can certainly try ace, king, and a spade now.
And that's what he's going to do.
Right, no joy
like.
on the spade, but he can rough 1 spade high. Lose a spade, rough a spade high, so he loses 1
Then
spade. 1 heart,
then he would possibly need either trumps 2-2 or the singleton 10 of hearts, or king 10 third on side.
Right,
Or singleton king on side. So any of that might work.
any of that might work.
So he's embarking on, I guess he's trying to like a little cross rough action here.
Right. Meanwhile, Weinstein is still in the tank, having won the jack of diamonds, about what to do next. Is he going to shift to a spade like they did at the other table? Or play a heart?
Yeah, I don't know that anything else is going to look particularly appealing.
Well, his clubs are, I mean, he could play a club, but I mean, tap the dummy.
Well, I know he knows that they can't tap dummy out. He's probably just trying to figure out what's the safest play I can make and what holdings could declare have where he might possibly go down. So so Hampson did play a third spade.
And Kreniak pitched the queen of clubs.
So Hampson, I guess at the end, might have been trying to shorten the dummy enough so that if trumps were foul, like king 10 third offside somehow, if it came down to the end of the play, he might force Demouy to lead away from 10 and a heart at trick 12 on some layouts.
Right.
But we know that's actually not the case here.
Yeah, sometimes it's harder when you can see all the hands because you have to figure out what declare is protecting against that isn't there.
Yeah, so the defense is
Very
now
nice.
sort of done Hampson's work for him.
Oh, but look,
But
the
now
ace
we'll
of
see what
diamonds
happens.
is going to give an uppercut. The ace of diamonds means that
Yeah,
Demouy can make his 10 of hearts now. So this messing around, trying for that ending has blown the hand.
right. Well, the layout was he was probably hoping for the king of hearts to be offside, in which case this would have worked just fine.
Right. King of hearts offside, king 10 third offside, probably
Yeah.
more holdings than the actual hand. So let's see what they do over there on the right hand side. They're playing ace king and a spade. Weinstein did shift to the spade. But here, Hurd has played one round of trump.
Right. So there's really nothing that Levin can do to hurt Declare now.
Right.
He's going to win the
He's only
spade, which is a
lost-
second trick.
He's only lost one trick.
Right. So Declare will always be able to safely get back to his hand to split out the trumps.
Or, yeah. Or rough a spade high and lose a trump.
Right.
Either way, he only loses two more tricks.
Right. Exactly. He'll always be able to rough a club safely to his hand to draw the last trump.
Dummy has the
The
long.
dummy, I should say. It's hard not to think of the south hand as Declare's hand, because
Because it
whenever
has
we
all
see
the
a
hearts. Right.
diagram in the magazines, south is always the Declare.
Right. Okay, so in the green room, Hampson went down with his well-visualized line of play that failed, and Hurd has made it. So that's another 12 imps for Spectre.
Yeah, well, we have to wonder how Hampson's feeling now. They've played 7 boards, and he made that what appeared to us to be an odd decision in how to play the spade suit when he got the jack of spades lead from jack 10 doubleton. So he went down in that hand that he could have made quite easily.
Right, and
He now had to choose a line of play on this last hand where just a straight heart finesse or some other orders of play would have worked. And he also had the hand where, he could have cashed that trick that Declare ended up pitching a losing heart, although that was, I guess, I don't know if that didn't cost them beating the contract, but he's been obviously a top-notch professional player for such a long time that you have to assume that those hands are behind him. But you just wonder, for lesser players, that's an important thing to just forget about the previous boards.
Right.
He doesn't know what's
unlike
happened at
him
the
to
other
get such
table, and
things
they have
wrong.
they have
All right, they're both playing
67
in-
boards to play.
Okay, this time Craniac's in 2 spades. Jeff opened the nebulous diamond and he overcalled a spade, and his partner bid a no trump and he bid 2 hearts, and his partner put him back in the 5-2.
How much do you need to bid 1-0 with the south hand?
Well, he had a 9 count. Oh, wait, you mean the
No,
south?
South had a 7
South
count.
hand, the Jack 9-8 fourth, Queen and 1, 9 to the deuce,
More than
and
that,
ace
at
6.
least a good 8. I mean, if partner, it's usually around 8 to 11. Or 8 you're not ashamed of, because if it goes past and past, partner can reopen. You don't, there's no rush to bid a no trump if you're not playing pairs. You don't
Well,
have,
especially as a
Audible,
precision pair, partner going to open a lot of 10 and 11 counts.
right, so you don't want to be in in a no trump with a combined 18 count.
And it's not like the south hand has any particular source of tricks. So pass is legal.
So is there anything to the play in 2 spades?
So in the right hand table, Weinstein chose to pass a no trump after the natural 1 club opening by Hurd. And it's actually going to be an interesting contract, because he doesn't really have any entry to his diamonds. It would appear that the club lead is going to knock out Leclerc's King of Clubs entry. So he's not going to have access to his diamond tricks.
Does
Now
Bathurst need to duck to prevent that King of Clubs from becoming a late?
No, he's just going to play he'll just play the
Right
club.
back, right, and now.
But
Now South can't get in to play heart through.
no, but North can safely play a spade. North can safely play a spade now.
Right, he knows his partner has at least 4 spades, and his right-hand opponent didn't raise spades, so he has at most 2 of them.
And interestingly, if right now, I guess it looks best for Hurd to play a spade, which he does. Now, what's interesting will be if Weinstein chooses to cash 3 rounds of spades and then lead a 4th one, his hand is going to get a little squeezed. I mean, 11, I should say, excuse me. But he's going to see if the spades break. He can't feel too good about it. We'll see.
No,
Oh, and then he can play ace of diamonds, diamond, and
Yeah,
North is end played.
right. So he's going to pitch a heart, and now playing the spade will not be very productive. It's gonna mess up his hand. So he should play ace of diamonds, diamond. Well done, and Hurd is going to be stuck. I wonder if Hurd gave any consideration to dumping the King of Diamonds.
hmm, Well,
But we can all see that that would not have helped.
and he knew his partner didn't have much.
So meanwhile, the two spade contract is
Gone down
gonna
one.
go down the trick. So
I'm actually intrigued. Think about this hand again with Bathurst finding the, I believe, almost impossible to find duck of the club. So that Bobby either has to take the king or never get the king.
well, if he ducks it and wins the king, what would happen after that? I mean, it is virtually impossible to find. He doesn't know that they don't have enough club spots. The fact that Levin has the king 8/4 of clubs is what
So on the left, that
causes that
Greco's
situation.
opens a 14-point no trump. And I guess that's multi, the two diamond bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should
two
show one
diamonds
major.
shows one major.
Pretty nice hand. Of course, he's vulnerable, so it's reasonable to have a nice hand when you're vulnerable. Not everybody does anymore, but it's always a good thing to have your suit. Hard for them to double you.
Do we know what double
is-
means?
Yeah,
What is-
5 or
what is-
more hearts.
5 or more hearts. So that's going to work very well for North-South.
Wow. What a good bid to have here.
So Nickel finally got on the scoreboard, winning 5 imps for making a no trump on board 53 in
Very
the
well played by Levin.
right-hand table, while 2 spades went down. So it was a good decision by Weinstein to pass one no trump with his 4 little hearts and 2-2 distribution in the other suits. So redouble is pass or correct. What do we know about redouble? Just bid your suit?
I
Yeah,
think it's bid your suit, but it hasn't been here. No specific agreement, but I assume it says bid your major.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I have a feeling they're going to get outbid on this hand, but we'll see. I mean, Greco will invite with 3 hearts. And now Demuy might think, because partner was so willing for me to bid my major no matter what, maybe he thinks 3 spades is okay, but he didn't bid it. He is red against white. So while he does have 14 points, you know, the club holding is a little shaky looking.
and it
So-
also may be that the redouble showed a lack of interest in either major. If you bid a major pass or correct over the double, you probably love the other major, or you're willing to get to the 3 level in the other major. That's a possible way to play here. So
So 3 hearts
Interesting
became the
thing, so
final
we-
contract. So what's going to happen in 3 hearts? Declarer may well lose 2 heart tricks unless he's clairvoyant in that suit. And he's going to have to do something about
diamonds and
got at least
clubs.
1 club loser and 1 diamond loser, and probably 2 heart losers. But we'll see if he's able to sort out some sort of end play to get the opponents to play clubs for him, which is kind of what he needs here. So
Interesting
in
thing to
the
me-
other room, 2 hearts, it was just a more prosaic, you know, just bidding 2 hearts. I have hearts. A raise to 3 hearts, and here we are. It would be hard to imagine that Levin is going to bid here vulnerable. He's already shown his hand, but it looks like he's thinking about something. It seems like 3 spades would be kind of a lot with his hand. But we'll see. He's got about 3 or 4 potential minor suit losers, a spade loser, maybe another loser. He could have 5 minor suit losers. He doesn't know. So finally, he did decide to pass. So in the left-hand room,
They won the
Greco
spade
did
and
in
played
fact
the
just
king of
start with the king of hearts. So he's going to lose 2 heart tricks at some point.
right?
Now the question is going to be, can he force Cranyak to help him out here? He could do a partial elimination by roughing 1 spade, which is what's going to happen. And can he force Cranyak to help him out here? So if he plays a heart to the queen and gets the bad news there, it might work well to play ace of diamonds and a diamond. Because now whoever wins that diamond, Greco will be able to set up another diamond trick, either by roughing out Demui's king or by a roughing finesse against Cranyak's queen. So he did in fact play a heart. Now it would seem like ace of diamonds and a diamond is the right move. We'll see.
Yeah. Play is going the same way in the other room. Spade to the ace and the king of hearts. Another high spade.
Now in the they got the 4 hearts.
Whoa.
I didn't realize Hurd raised the 4.
Well, they're not
Wow.
gonna make it.
That was a pretty bold maneuver. So I don't see any way that Hurd's going to make this, because he's got to lose 2 heart tricks and a diamond trick and a club trick no matter what.
Right. He is playing it faster.
Yeah. Well, we tend to play faster when the contract's hopeless.
Right.
Unless you're doubled, then you're a little more careful.
Right.
Yeah, North is declarer there, while Greco is the declarer in the left-hand table. So Greco's still thinking about what to do here.
Yeah, he hasn't come up with.
I mean, he could possibly play Demouy. He knows Demouy has 6 spades and a singleton heart. So if his minor suits, if he's 2-4 in the minors, then any honor that he. I mean, it seems like it's always going to be right to lead ace of diamonds and a diamond, unless somehow he plays Demouy to have a doubleton club instead. So if he's got a doubleton club honor, then he could just lead the jack of clubs and, just duck it if Demouy doesn't cover, or if he covers, then lead towards his 10.
Right.
But the other problem is he still has 2 spade losers in his hand, which I didn't give enough thought to. So he might still end up with an extra loser if he allows Cranyak in to cash the 9 of hearts, which he's going to have to get in some way, shape, or form. So he still might not have enough tricks to get home here. So let's see if there's something he could do about that.
Well, let's look on the right-hand side where it went ace and a diamond, and now 11's in the tank. And what do you lead?
Well, what if Greco just roughs a spade, plays a diamond to his hand, roughs the last spade, and exits with a diamond? What's going to happen here now? Because if he exits with a diamond and Demouy wins it,
He can play another spade. Dummy's out of
well
trouble.
then, yeah, but then Greco can score his trumps en passant,
But
which means he could rough two spades and dummy. I
right?
suppose Kraniak at some point can over rough one of them, but that doesn't matter. He roughs two spades and dummy, then he could play. He could just get out with a diamond, and if they, no, well, hold on a second. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
He's got three tricks in. So if he roughs the spade, diamond to the ace, roughs the spade, gets out with a diamond. Let's say if Kraniak wins and plays, yeah, I think he can make it that way.
And draws his trump.
Because if they don't draw the last trump, if he lets West win the king of diamonds, yeah, he might make it this way.
Thinking your
Let's see
line.
what happens. We know that four hearts in the right hand table has no shot. So,
And East West have already taken 4 tricks. So
well, then it really has no shot.
exactly. So, and we didn't
Yeah.
even watch it. We felt sorry for Declare being so high. But can they make 3 over here is the question. What if he over roughs and plays a diamond back?
Well, he could duck it, win the diamond return, rough a spade, take the diamond roughing finesse.
Right, and he still has the ace of clubs as an entry.
Yes.
And he can't shift to a club because that will set up a second club trick for Declare. He leads a low
Right.
jack, queen, ace, and now he can lead towards.
Yeah,
his-
that makes life really easy.
So maybe he can't over rough this.
There you go. No over rough with the natural trump trick.
Right, but if he can over rough the next one, because then he can exit with a diamond, and his partner can exit with a trump. I mean, a spade. And now there aren't the entries to set up that extra diamond trick.
Well, let's see what develops. If he plays a diamond to the ace now and
Mhm.
roughs his last spade.
Over rough. Diamond back, 10
Okay,
of
so
spades.
so a diamond to the ace is 5th trick. Spade rough over rough. And a diamond.
And his partner still has a spade to exit with, so
Yeah, so that
it does
might
not work.
might be enough to defeat it.
Yeah, so what maybe he has to go back to the ace and a diamond play that he suggested before from this position.
Well, I think that play leaves him with a spade loser as well at the end. So I don't know that that's good enough. Anyway, at the other table where they were in 4 hearts down 1,
They've moved on.
they opened 2 clubs. So with a very nice 21 count. So what is their 2-no trump opening bid, Al?
Let's see, looking at Herd Bathurst.
Yes.
Third batter, yeah.
I think it's 2021, but let me check.
Well, I don't mind upgrading with this 21. This is a
Right.
a very prime 21 count with a nice 5-card suit. So I think that's pretty normal to treat this as a 22 count. So let's see if Kraniak overroughs here.
If he overroughs and leads a diamond, it's down.
Oh, they say it's 19 to 21.
Okay, so this was definitely, you know, an upgrade to the next
Yeah.
no trump level.
And it's 2 diamonds just waiting, or is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 3 clubs Stamen, 3 diamonds.
3
And
clubs
now-
is a version of puppet stamen, which a bunch of these pairs are using, where 3 diamonds says either no major or 5 spades. 3 hearts says 4 or 5 spades. 3 spades shows exactly 4 spades.
Well, as
And 3
predicted,
shows
Kraniak
4
got
majors.
3 hearts by overroughing and playing back a diamond.
Yeah, so
House
good
partner.
defense there by Kraniak.
Yeah, well done, Kraniak. So,
So they're going to salvage a push with their careful
but
defense.
did 3-0 show 5 spades by South here? I mean, South is 5 spades and 4 hearts. Has he shown that hand? Or did he choose to?
North showed
Spades?
North showed a club stop and either no major or 5 spades. 3 no trump shows specifically 5 spades, 4 hearts.
Okay,
And Hurd very sensibly bid 4 spades with his
especially after
single stopper and
clubs,
ace
right?
double. Then he has king third of hearts, so he's got a fit for both the partners' majors.
And Weinstein thinks he can beat this with his 2 trump tricks and his ace and his partner doubling 3 clubs. What do you think?
Well, it's obviously a speculative double, but he does have the
Playing to
spade
double-
honors over the strong hand, so
He's gonna tap.
he's pretty sure he has 3 tricks in the bag. And the question is, does partner have a trick, or really he could just keep playing clubs and declare he'll probably be in some trouble. But we'll see. Well, the 10 of hearts comes down, but the hearts get blocked.
The diamond finesse is on, but the diamonds are not friendly. How do you play this hand as North? You want to get to dummy.
Well,
The diamond
very carefully.
very carefully, yeah.
The bad trump break that
You know you're getting a
is
bad.
suggested by the double is going to be rather annoying for this hand. He could have, he might have thought, this looks like a pretty easy hand to play. I could lose a spade and I could lose a heart, and maybe the diamond finesse is off. But otherwise, this should be a comfortable contract. And now the double makes things dicey.
Right. So we're trying to get to dummy with the heart. Now maybe a
Well, he
diamond
just may feel
finesse.
like he needs to get hearts going. But
Well, I think he wanted to get there to take a diamond hook. And he's expecting that diamonds maybe aren't breaking, but the guy with short diamonds hopefully has the long spades.
well, this could end up being particularly cruel if he plays another heart and
Well, maybe
then
he'll-
gets a rough with the stiff spade.
He might play 1 round of spades first because he knows that's a likely possibility.
So obviously a very different auction in the other room. Strong club by Hampson, -1 diamond by Greco. 2 clubs by a passed hand by Demuy. Double from Hampson, which is just a strong takeout.
Take out, yeah.
Well, yeah, in the right-hand room, they may in fact get that heart ruff. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, look, he did not draw one round of trump.
No,
Huh.
well, he might feel like it's more likely that Weinstein is the one with the short hearts if they're not 3-3. In which
Wow.
case he wanted to play a third round of hearts towards the dummy, make Weinstein rough with a natural trump trick if he wants to rough it, and then he could rough the losing heart with his low spade. But this will be quite a shock for Hurd if Weinstein plays a heart.
Weinstein might just continue the tap by playing clubs.
He might, but he could always give his partner a heart rough first and then get a club.
Right.
It depends if he trusts that Levin has a doubleton heart.
And if he trusts that his declare has only 3 spades, which he probably knows from the bidding.
Well, he does. I don't think he knows. Oh, well, I don't know. What did
Did he deny 4-card major? With his funny puppet? He may not have, you see, in which case I don't think Weinstein would give his partner a spade rough, since his partner might not have any spades at all. Because only South showed his hand. We don't know if North has 3 or 4 spades.
No, we know that he does not have 4, but he could have 3 or 5.
well, at the other table, they're in 4 spades, but they didn't get
They
doubled.
didn't get doubled. And
The lead was,
the
it
stiff
was
diamond,
South that bid spades. So the lead was a diamond and declare a rose ace.
right,
And now he's playing ace king of spades,
and discovered
getting the
news.
bad news there. He's not going to be happy with the queen of diamonds either.
Hmm.
Although the
He's
spot, the
Spades are hard.
diamond spot that Debuy led will now cause Greco's diamonds to be good after he loses a diamond here. If he can
Yeah,
get
but
back
Greco
to,
has to lose 4 tricks now, no matter what.
well, yeah, he's definitely going to lose 4 tricks.
So that's not promising for making 4 spades.
No,
So that was a clever lead by the.
yeah, he knowing that North had a very strong hand, he chose to underlead his king because he had bid clubs initially, so Declare or Greco would have been worried that the diamond lead was from a singleton.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, it's
Weinstein
time
did in
for-
fact play a heart.
Finally decided his partner had a spade.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's going to be a bit of a blow to wait a minute. Did Bathurst really play the queen of
Yes,
hearts? I guess so.
yes,
I guess he really wanted to be in dummy,
yes,
take a diamond, another diamond finesse.
he did.
So now things are really going to fall apart.
Going from bad to worst here.
Yeah.
What? That doesn't look like a very good claim.
Yeah, I think it was.
Well, the East-West already had 4 tricks in, and they had another spade trick coming. That's down.
No,
to-
I think they only had 3 tricks at that time.
Okay, if you say so. Sounds sensible. Let's
Yeah,
see.
they'd won a heart and a heart rough.
to heart.
That's all they'd won to
Okay.
that point.
So they're getting the 2 spades.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 imps.
Okay. Well, on board, I can't even see the board number.
We're on board. I'm looking over here, 55 and to the left and 56 on the right.
Yeah, board 56. Levin is going to bid more hearts now.
Lots more hearts.
Yeah. So he was hoping maybe his partner might have a little help in the diamond suit, but his partner has the worst diamond holding possible, 3 small. But Hurd, having overcalled 1 spade on his beautiful queen 5th, was not to be denied. Partner bid 2 hearts, showing a good spade raise, I guess, at a minimum.
Right.
And he just bid game in spades with a stiff heart. Sort of as a 2-way shot here.
Who could blame him? If partner has good spades and just a little coverage in clubs, he can probably make it.
Yeah. Bathurst
And
looking
his
at
partner
king
has
10 third
wonderful
of hearts
cards
is
like the
probably
king of hearts and not good spades.
yeah. Well, Bathurst now with king 10 third of hearts is probably thinking that this is going to be a dicey contract unless partner really has the goods.
So what is Levin going to do? Is he going to double this? He has 3 tricks against it and a void.
Well, I don't think. Well, the void isn't going to help him. He'd be roughing with his
But it
one of
means
his top
the
trumps.
5 suit isn't breaking that part. Of course, if he believes south and his partner really has nothing.
Well, there's no reason why north or south can't have the king of clubs in addition to whatever else they have.
Right.
So I don't see any particular reason for him to double or for him to assume that, you know, he may not have a heart trick either. So it would seem strange for him to double. But
Well, some people play the double there, says, I really want to bid 5 hearts, but if you have any defense at all, we have this speed.
yeah, well, that's called pass double inversion, and I don't know
With
if
his
they have that
partner
in their
never
arsenal.
having bid, I don't think it applies, but
You know if they play that, Alan? The pass double inversion.
I doubt that it applies in this situation.
Yeah, I would think it applies only if both partners are bidding.
yeah, I agree with that. But
Well, so far the auction started the same in the left-hand table, but Hampson did not bid 4 spades on his own, and I can't see Greco bidding 4 spades, so they're going to let 4 hearts play, and it
good for their
should
side. That
it should
go
be
down.
quietly it should be down 1.
Right.
Director call in the who was it? In the room with Hampson, Greco, Demley, Kraniak.
The director was called now.
Flashed by too fast. I didn't see who called. Yeah, we're seeing that the 3 of spades was led by Hampson, and I don't know what's happened since then. Play is progressing.
Meanwhile, as I suggested, we have a double by Levin, which I think says, I want to bid 5 hearts, but
Oh, it says they wanted to take a smoking break or something.
okay. Double says, I want to take a smoking break.
No,
Oh, the director.
it was a
called.
message that maybe the director call had something to do with wanting to take a break.
Dummy has to
Dummy
be.
had to be escorted to go
No.
smoke. Okay. Boy, I'd love to know what double was supposed to mean.
I think it means I bid 4 hearts to make. I think they're good, you know, I want to bid 5, but if you really hate that, then let's play here.
Well, They're
I
not gonna
think I
quite,
agree that it said 4 hearts was to make.
well, this will be interesting. If he chooses to continue hearts, which I
think he
guess would
has-
be his best shot.
He just cashes spades and exits a diamond.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. They were off a club trick as well.
Yeah, down on partner to take a club trick. Thank you, partner. Meanwhile.
They
okay,
might get a second trick if Levin continues hearts. Declare would have to kind
oh,
of guess what to
that's
do when
right.
Levin played a third round of hearts. So he did continue hearts.
Right, because he can play a third round.
He'll play a third round, and Hurd will have to fly with the queen of spades.
Right.
But we'll see what he does on this trick, because he has to decide how to play this trick as well. He's going to play a spade from dummy, which is
Right. So that he
intelligent.
keeps a high spade in each hand.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the play went pretty quickly in the left-hand table.
Right, there
They
wasn't a
just
lot.
they had 3 diamonds and just waited for their heart trick.
Right. Okay, Hurd's gotten this one right. He's roughing high. But he still has a club to lose.
Yeah, he's got to sort of got to hope against hope that Levin has a stiff king of clubs, because I don't think I mean maybe king 10 doubleton, but he's going to have to pray for one of those miracle holdings in that suit. So he probably knows that the only possibility now is that Levin has a stiff king of clubs, because Levin has had 2 spades, 7 hearts, and at least 3 diamonds.
There we go. He played for that
But
stiff king. No luck.
didn't happen. So down 1, and
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the other hand has arrived an exciting 2-heart contract. Not really exciting. How does that?
well, they have
A club, a couple of.
at least
a
1
diamond or
heart
2, at least
and a
1
club,
heart
and
and a spade.
it looks like 2 diamonds to lose, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Well, now he's definitely got 2 diamonds to lose.
And in the blue room on the right, they've opened a no trump and presumably will transfer to hearts, and possibly Levin will get in with spades, but
Is that another one of those good 13 to 16 no trumps, or is that good 12?
That's
14 to 16. Okay.
no.
yeah, but favorable. I'd always be skeptical about the lower end.
13 with a 5-card suit. though not a particularly good one. And King Queen Doubleton is never exactly an upgrade, but
Nope. But it does
Except
preempt
in
him. Oh,
pinochle.
Levin's back in with 2 spades. And how's that gonna do?
well, 2 spades will be a little touch and go. They're going to lose at least 1 spade, possibly 2 if Declare takes 2 finesses. Maybe he'll find out enough about the South hand. Well, now he knows that South should have the ace of hearts.
Meanwhile, in the green room, a club shift has given Declare a pitch for his, well, he has 3 diamonds, so it's not really gonna help him. Oh, yeah, he can rough one. Yeah. So let's see what,
Yeah, he doesn't really have the entries to
have to both finesse the heart. and-
set up any diamonds other than just the king of clubs that he has. So,
Right.
but diamonds do break 3-3. I guess it doesn't matter because he's going to pitch one of them on the king of clubs.
Right. So,
But East West will be able to take a diamond trick at this point. And I guess Declare can now
That's
make it.
yeah, it looks like Declare's only lost 4 tricks.
Yeah,
He's
He-
gonna make it.
get to dummy with the diamond, take the king of clubs, and take a heart finesse.
That's right, and it works. Meanwhile, in the blue room, we're playing in 2 spades. And we have the stiff club led, or shifted to rather. So heart to the ace and a stiff club back.
Well, here Declare is going to have to. Well, they could take out the dummy's last trump. I'm sorry, I'm looking. They're playing in spades now, aren't they? So
I'm looking on the right, they're in spades.
yeah.
Right? Oops. Oh, they made an extra trick when West pitched the queen of clubs. Not sure what that was about. I guess he was squeezed. He might have thought he was squeezed in diamonds and clubs. I'm not sure.
Well, I thought he had some spades that he could throw away, but
Maybe we missed something. I did too. Anyway, so if Declare wins this club, which I presume he will, then he has spades to tackle.
well,
And
he might want to learn more about the diamonds first.
yeah, well,
Because if he finds out that Bathurst has the queen of diamonds,
okay,
well, he chose to duck that.
yeah, I guess it's one way to learn more about the hand. Oh, look at these, look at that beautiful diamond suit on the left-hand side.
Yeah, so
Heart 2 diamonds.
3 spades showing shortness,
There, all right. Are we off to the races here?
and he's
No.
slowing. No, he slowed the auction down
Slow
with
it
3
down.
trump.
I have spade wastage, partner. And my heart void doesn't look wonderful for slam.
From the
Yeah.
explanation that was provided, it may be that 3 spades should actually 5 hearts, as opposed to being able to splinter with longer hearts. So 5 hearts, 4 diamonds, 0 or 1 spade is the explanation.
Okay,
And 10 of clubs lead. Six diamonds. 2
Well, they
eight.
have 6 diamonds, 2 spades, and 2 aces. So I'm assuming he would take the ace before they get hearts going, which
Right,
he does.
and set up his spade trick. And
Yeah,
with all those spots, he can survive further club attacks.
yeah. Well, they can't really attack clubs to effectively take enough tricks.
Well, they're going to, and he's not gonna guess it right, but they don't have another club to leave here, so.
No.
It's back, and we have all those diamonds and the 2 spades and the ace of hearts.
Okay,
Good
the
stuff.
player didn't fool around. He just claimed his 10 tricks.
Flaming is a good line of play.
Meanwhile, the club got roughed, a heart came back, and it got roughed by declare, so now he can play ace and a spade. And hoped his 9 of clubs is high now,
Well, the 9 of
Bobby
clubs is
need to-
high.
and he
But-
needs to,
He's still going to have to. He's still
He's
going
in
to
the
end up
wrong hand.
losing
Two
a diamond,
diamonds,
2
right.
diamond
2
tricks.
diamonds, down 1.
Yeah,
Does the
but
defense
it'll be
fair-
a small gain.
Small game.
how does the defense fare if Bobby doesn't cover the 10 of clubs?
Well,
It wouldn't matter there because that Bobby had the, oh, you mean Bobby? Oh, okay. The blue.
Yeah,
rook.
yeah, when trick 2, I think it was.
Okay, but let's look at. A club, fine 12 count, aceless. A club, a natural club, a spade overcall. Now notice the spade overcall with ace, king, queen, 4th. You really want it led. And partners are passed hands, so you're not gonna get, he's not gonna hang you out to dry.
You're a past hand also.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and he's not vulnerable, so it's pretty safe.
Double.
Well, partner's not in on the joke, but
No,
partner's got a
No.
hand that's like a 4-card limit raise. So
Yeah, great hand for you, Pard. Oh, good. Maybe I won't go down too many.
he does have a pretty good hand for him.
He does.
They got no wastage in hearts, and Greco's decided,
Side
"Eh,
aces.
I'm not going to accept the invitation. I'll just bid 3 spades.
Yeah, well, we knew that.
Well within himself.
Mhm. So
Now
meanwhile, the blue room is having a similar auction where 3 spades was some kind of splinter thing. And Levin has been.
Levin also slowed things down.
Yep.
Now, in the green room, partner had opened the natural 1 club, so the Mui competed to 4 clubs. He doesn't know that
He didn't know they
the
were.
opponents were only on an 8-card spade fit.
All right.
But 4 clubs looks like it's going to play very nicely for them.
Very
They're gonna lose
nicely.
3 aces, and that should be about it.
Right.
Everything else is pretty solid, and trumps break 2-2. So 4 clubs will make comfortably. Meanwhile, Weinstein hasn't passed 3-no trump yet, so we'll see what that shows. We'll see what he's thinking about. Another quick claim.
Good job.
When dinner awaits, claim early, claim often.
So
Yeah, they want to get out of there.
in the green room, so yeah. And this is the final board of the set in the green room.
So
And,
Weinstein did eventually pass 3-0 in the blue room.
and also got the lead of a club honor. Levin did, and he also plays the ace for the same reason. And he's also.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if Bathurst doubles 3-0, but then they would just get the 5 diamonds anyway. But that might fail.
Right.
If they find the club lead, I guess. Wait a minute. Who had the ace of spades on that board? I don't even remember.
North.
Oh, okay. So if they find the club lead, it goes queen, king. And a club continuation, North would be able to get in to cash another club in 5 diamonds. So a lot of times you might double 3-0 if you want a lead of the opening bidder's suit. Rich.
Or if you want to counting them out of 3-0 when they're making the whole time, it can be psychological. You want the lead of opener's suit and you think it might beat it. And how many imps are you risking if you're wrong?
Let's take a look at the green room.
Okay.
Where Demuy made a favorable vulnerability, one spade overcall over the strong club opening by Hampson. What do we know about 2 spades? What did that show?
It shows a game force with no better bid.
Okay,
game
so no
force,
5 cards
just-
for your, and no spade stopper.
Okay, and Demuy, using the favorable vulnerability, said, "All right, well, let's bounce the auction up to 4 spades with my 3 count."
Bruce, this is a situation where the pass double inversion applied.
Okay,
So Hampson's pass asked for a double.
gotcha. Yeah, Hampson's got very defensive looking values with ace, ace, king in his short suits, another ace. And Greco is certainly willing to defend with that hand. Now, it turns out they can make a lot of clubs. They can make 6 clubs with the club finesse on side. But
They have to get there.
with all that working, let's see, how is Hampson going to save a trick? How is Kraniak going to save a trick here? We'll see if he can't even get to dummy that conveniently to take the lead of spade towards the king if that's what he wanted to do.
Well,
So
Hampson has won the king of hearts. He's going to be able to rough a club in. I mean, Hampson has to play something. He presumably will cast the ace of hearts, and then what? Partner will tell him he can lead a club, so he'll lead a club, and now Kraniak can rough the next club in dummy to take the spade hook.
yeah, but he could cash the ace of hearts. Dummy has 5 hearts. I don't know if he wants to set up the heart suit.
Right.
He could cash the ace of, he's cashing the ace of spades. That's interesting. So he's giving up a lot of their options here. He's going to be surprised when it's Greco that has the queen of spades. But he finessed it anyway.
It worked. I mean, he's the one who requested the double, so Kraniak fell for that.
Well, he might not have expected that Greco had the queen of spades, but I guess if he did, this might happen anyhow.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, the 2 spade bid, how often will that deliver a singleton spade?
Shush, Rocky. I know you want your dinner.
Me too.
So In the other room, North opened a diamond with his 9 count. That same hand Hampstead had passed.
Huh.
Now, in his defense, they do like to open light, and he had an easy rebid. He could have gone a diamond, a heart, and he would have been a spade very comfortably. So if you're going to open light, it's good to have an easy
I'll
rebid.
be right back. My dog insists on being fed.
Now, this caused a takeout double from Weinstein. Redouble by South with his 9 high card points. I guess ace, king, queen compensates. And West bid 2 hearts, normally enough, with his 4 card heart suit. And there they are. They're playing 2 hearts instead of a club contract. So it looks like they let a club.
Club to the ace, club back, one with the queen, diamond to the king, diamond jack to the ace.
Yeah. So, now they're getting the spades going. We'll see if that troubles Declare. So when you're in a situation like this, you're just trying to cash tricks when you're in a short trump fit. So Levin was aware that it was the long trumps, his 4 hearts, that could get tapped. So that's why he attacked diamonds. So he already had a club trick. Now he knows he has 2 diamond tricks in the bag. And he's just going to force the opponents to rough cards. If they want to, now he has a high cross rough, no matter what the opponents do. So he took his 9 tricks. Very nicely played by Levin.
So what did that redouble show? I mean, a spade bid might have worked out better. Partner.
Well, I guess it just showed, the usual 10 points or whatever, so we only had 9. Everybody upgrades on every bid. That's what it shows. So meanwhile, Greco is still deciding how to continue.
Yeah, he won.
After
He's sitting there. Okay, fair enough.
So from his point of view, a diamond doesn't look particularly safe. A club doesn't look particularly safe. He knows his partner has ace, king of hearts, and the ace of spades. A heart is superficially safe, but then Declare would have the timing to get to dummy and then just lose a heart pitching something, but then Greco would still have to figure out which minor to switch to anyway. I mean, he should switch to a diamond at some point, either now or later.
Now he has a club entry, so.
Right.
But maybe thinking about putting a diamond through for his partner.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to play a diamond now or play a diamond later, so he might as well just probably thinking maybe he would do it now.
Mm-hmm.
But if they could take 3 diamond tricks, he could always do it later on, because Declare doesn't have the ability to. Greco can play a heart, have his partner put a club through, and if Declare was going to set up hearts, he would have to waste a dummy entry just to do that. So he could always play diamonds later. Correct.
Meanwhile, on this same hand, in the blue room, they've arrived in 3-no trump. Without,
Hurd opened the north hand, 1-no trump. The 2-2-4-5 hand.
which kept out the opponents.
So here he has like really a full 17 count. So Hurd seems to have about a 5-point no trump range.
Well, no, it depends on the vulnerability and
No,
the,
I
you
understand.
know, what time of day it is.
And he's vol.
Dinner.
Well, he got the low spade lead, which helped the cause quite a bit.
Yeah, that was nice.
So now he's gonna like unblock hearts and
Take some
take a
club.
club finesse and just take bunches of tricks.
And lose a lot of imps.
He's gonna take 13 tricks here.
Right, notice he's played the 9 of clubs. He's keeping the jack for a later entry. Not that he's short of entries to his hand, but since he's going to unblock the heart,
Yeah.
now he can lead a low club.
Yeah,
Oh,
there we go.
he didn't do it
13
well.
tricks
We'll just
claimed. I
claim
guess
it.
he
Okay.
he asked his opponent in the room, you know, all right, I'm taking the club finesse. Do you have the king of diamonds? Okay, I'm making all 13 tricks.
That's it for that table.
Yeah. Well, I think it'll be
Reminder
important.
to the
I think it'll be important for the nickel team to feel like, all right, they had a couple of little gains. Maybe this, I don't think this one's going to be a big gain. They'll probably defeat 4 spades. How many tricks can they beat this? 1, 2, 3, 4.
4 or 5.
They got 4. I think 4 is what I would expect. So that's 800. So they'll gain a couple imps there.
There's 2 imps, right? So, but all in all, it's gotten a
Well,
little closer.
they were losing the first few boards really, but then they made a little bit of a comeback. You don't want to feel like you're down 50 or 60 going into the second day.
Right.
I don't know, is there a chance for down 5?
Well, let's see.
Heart to the ace. Clubs.
Heart to the ace. I guess he could go down 5. I take that back. I was thinking in terms of him setting up the heart, but and just giving up a diamond. But then he would lose 2 more hearts, a club, and 2 diamonds. So yeah, actually down 5 is more like.
Yeah, because he's got to get in to do any of that also.
Well, it could easily go down only 4. Well, maybe not. No, the hearts don't exactly set up, do they?
Right, that's what I was saying. 8 heart to the ace and jack or 9 of clubs.
Yeah, I think from here, the question is, can they absolutely force Declarer to yeah, I guess they can. Let's say he plays a heart to the ace, and they play a high club and then another club. Declarer roughs. Roughs a
Get set
heart,
up hearts
roughs a
and get
club,
back to hand.
roughs another heart.
Ah, he's a
Yeah.
lucky catch, a setting trick.
Yeah, okay. Well,
That gets us the map for down 3, I think.
well, now he has to play a diamond, or he's gonna have to play a diamond himself. I mean, I guess Declare only has 1 pitch, but does he have enough now? No, he still has to lose 2 diamond tricks. Okay, so he's just gonna lose, another diamond now and down 4.
Down 4.
So 2 imps for nickel. So Hampson, Spectre will have a 36 imp lead. So it's still certainly a
still a
competitive
contest.
match.
Yep. Should be exciting tomorrow. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and special thanks to Maya, our view graph operator, and to Al.
Thank you, Al, for all
are.
the help with the systems.
And
And
pleasure commentating with you, Bruce.
yeah, same here, Kitty. Take care. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, all.